the Battle of the Narrow Sea is a returning event. Now let me show you what I do and how I try to get the best results as possible. You have the important modification of the warship. With every stage that has been defeated, you get these warship modification hammers. And when you run, you'll need supplies. And these modification hammers allow you to make the limit of these supplies higher. So in this case, if you have it at 3, you'll get 30 more. So what I always do initially is get these supplies limits unlocked and bring them to the max. And while going there, I also get this initial mystery treasure, which is another bonus. Then what I do when I get more, I go for these efficient attacks, because those will also reduce the supplies which are needed for it. And then we also have this efficient salvaging. So basically what I do initially is just reducing the amount of supplies that are required for each action. When that's done, then I go to increase the army sizes, because the bigger the army size, the better. And you already have one here unlocked if you have these supplies limit on the right side, the max. Then there is always something left, and it's advisable in this event to go with monolines. And since I'm infantry, I just boost up the infantry attack more, and there is a option to do it there on the left side, and there is an option to do it on the right side. Which one you prefer to do first, it doesn't really matter so much. So in the end, my game plan is always get as many supplies as possible, make it less expensive to attack, make it less expensive to salvage treasure, and when I have some harvesters left, then I can boost up my infantry attack more. Well, let's have a look at the event itself. There used to be 5 attacks, that has been trimmed down to 3, but still, it's good enough. So initially, you start in harbor, and since I have the mystery treasure unlocked, I click on it and I have to select. Well, I always go for attack first, so the moment I find my, in my case, infantry attack, I go for that. If I don't have that, I know that I'm going to hit in this round an infantry and spear. In the second round it's usually spear, so then I find anything which can debuff infantry or spear. If I cannot find that, I find something else will be worth it. Then I always try to get rid of some commanders. For instance here, Miranda, because if I have enhanced Miranda, she will no longer show up. So that in this case would be my selection. Get rid of commanders. Then we go for again. We have the option to go for treasures. So I go to ship. You already can see I spend less and I have a maximum of 720. So here again, what I just simply do is just I'm getting rid of commanders. Next treasure. So here I can see already what is good. Since I will be attacking spearmen, I'm going to reduce their health. That's something that can climb up. Next option. Do I need cavalry? No, so I just avoid it. And if I would select it, it would not make sense because you can see there are 5 levels of them, so they can show up again for level 2 and more. Do I need cavalry themselves? No, and that also can be returning. So I go for Andrea, because she will not return if she's 4 stars. Basically, all commanders that you have at 4 stars will not show up. Do I need cavalry attack? No. Do I need spear attack? No. In that case, just go for the treasure map. So at least I have something that I can use, later on. Shipwreck. Again, the options. Spearman defense, I'll go for that one, thank you very much. What I'm doing now is debuffing the enemy as much as I can and trying to buff myself. Again, here the option, you just remove a commander Again, remove commander. Also, if it was not there to remove the commander, I could also choose to convert a defense of any other than infantry to attack, simply because once you have that, it will no longer show up. Here we go again. Infantry attack will be my preference here, because simply you cannot have enough attack. With the next one, I'm going for infantry health reduction, simply because that is the one that I'll be fighting. Then we have here options. Enemy infantry defense, infantry health, which go up, and enemy spearman health reduction. What will I choose? In this case, I will go for infantry health. Why? Because there is the mystery treasure which will convert infantry health to attack. So the more I have it, the better. Here we go, something which is a no-brainer. Immediately obtain 50 naval warfare supplies. If it's there, always go for it, because simply you can do more of these treasure runs. Now here we have it. Converts the infantry health bonus from mystery treasures into infantry attack. So basically every health that you have will turn into attack. So that is something you always want to have for your monolith. If you see it from another one, if there's no other option, you go for it. If there's something else that will go for the list and is useful for you, go better. You can see again, infantry health, I select it, because that health will turn into attack. Again, I'm playing away commanders, so to say. Infantry defense, because there's always the infantry defense to attack. In that case, my attack will go high again. Infantry health, because what I will be attacking should include infantry. Spearman health, because I'm fighting formations which will be infantry and spear. What do I want? Do I want total defense, or do I want this? In this case, I would say I want more of the treasure, because I can always use it later on to get other fragments. And the total isn't really that much good. Here we go again, infantry attack. You can see already it's at level 3 and it's way better than the total stats. Here we have the option, do I need cavalry defense? No. Spearman versus cavalry counter? No. So then I have no option than choose for a fragment, which I can always exchange later for better fragments. Again, what do we want? Do we want normal movement? Not really at the moment. Spearman defense, well, there's no other option because I played it away. It's the same thing as the commander. Once you've selected, it will no longer show up again. I want Rhea to become. And here we have a nice one. There's a chance of obtaining a mystery treasure when attacking. That's a good one to have. Now I will be taking infantry, so the less damage they will do, the better. I just want to use this one, so I can select any enemy and see what they have troops-wise. Yes, I want their spearmen to defense to be reduced even more. I'm just debuffing all the way as I can, making them weaker as I go. With a bit of luck, I will have some more supplies. I can take more. Here you see again, infantry attack, it goes up really high now. That means I will do a lot of damage. Part of it is, of course, involving luck, but you can, let's say, increase the chances of that luck. Here we go again. What should I choose? I choose to play one away, which will not return any. Here we have the other one, which is good. Converts the infantry defense bonus from mystery treasures into infantry attack at the beginning of the battle. So it's just more and more damage that I can do. Now let's have a look how it looks like right now. I played away these commanders, they do not show up. Now this is my damage that I can do. The spearman health goes down a lot. The infantry health goes down a lot. The infantry attack goes down a lot from enemy. Enemy spearman defense goes down. My health goes up. The spearman attack goes down. Infantry attack goes up. My infantry defense goes up. Now what I also have is the infantry health will turn into attack and my infantry defense will turn into attack. Plus, if I attack, there's a chance of obtaining a mysterious treasure. So already my attack is now pretty good. So now it's time to do and check things out. So the iron one, if I attack this, it has cavalry, infantry, and infantry, so I don't want that because potentially I could run into the cavalry. This is a good one. Royal infantry, royal spearmen. So these will be hit hard by me. Now I'm doing 44. What's I'm doing? I'm spending 44 of these supplies per attack. You don't need to have all 44 there to do a successful attack. So basically what I do right now is I just close in. There we go. I have one more try. We'll say for a mystery treasure, in this case army size, the more the better. And then I'll start hitting this one. I see again, infantry spear, and I can remember this location for the next run because it's good and it will not change, so I don't need to scout anymore. I just select my best attack and I'll just start pounding away and let's see what happens. Here we go. This is the first hit. Let's have a look what it did. It did roughly 800,000 damage killed wise. So that's good. I get plenty of points for that. So I'll just start doing that. And who knows, with a bit of luck, I'll get a mystery treasure. If it's stamina, I will be able to hit more. Again, you see the number goes up and up. So now maybe it's also clearer why I choose initially to just increase this void supply limit and also make the attacks less costly and also the scavenging less costly, because the less it costs, the more attacks I can do. And it's important keeping track of what you have, because if you have enough, you can hit hard and you can hit a lot. So now we're getting almost to the point where things should become clear for this, because I'm spending 44 per attack and I don't need all 44 to be present, let's say, to perform that attack. I can do with less. If I have one supply left, I can still do that attack. So that's why I chose an enemy which is nearby ships. Because math-wise it's pretty simple. I can just do more salvaging and doing more attacks while hitting at the same time. Now while I'm doing this, do I need to pay attention to something else? At the moment, not. I just simply keep on hitting. I've got already quite some points. So now my part comes. How much do I need for attack? 44. I have 42, but I can do less. So what I can simply do now is I can salvage some more wrecks. I can check. I add better. Let's say I can increase my attack more. And then when there's hardly anything left, I'll pick this one. I have still one more attack left, and that will be on my final attack. And there you have it. I can choose something else. Do I really need it? Not really, but for the sake of showing. Yeah. So this is a decent score of 57 million. And keep in mind that when you have scores which are relatively high, there is a limit to the rewards that you can get. You have these 3 rewards which you get that scoring 5 million, 10 million, and 50 million points. And also by just clicking and ending this run, you can see I got 17,000 of these. Oops, let me show you again. Of these, well, tokens that I can spend, if I can call them like that. And what can I spend them on? Well, let me show you. Yes, I prefer to move. Here we go to battle. We have here to show. You can spend them on Heartseeker weapons. You can spend them on ancient scriptures, which in my case is always a must-have. Rare crystal essence. To be honest, it's not really that essential to buy these, or let's say to use them, because you can get them from any place. Same goes for the refined rough. Battle equipment, which is just by killing rebel leaders you get those. If you are in a decent alliance, you get many of these truths. However, you still have that weapon reforged hoard, which always is good to have. You can never have enough of them. And when you have a specific threshold, and top of my head it's 13 million, might be a little bit more, you already get the maximum amount of these Shade of the Evening tokens, as I call them, that you will get. So there's no need to push every time for the highest high scores if you don't care so much, because you have a max anyways. So I just always pick these ones and then show you my point for reaching the high score. This is how it looks on my game. Right now I'm ranked 9th. And what do you get for the ranking? Well, you get these Heartseeker weapon chests, where there's a chance to get the weapon. If you don't get the weapon, you get another lower ranked weapon, and only the number 1 will get that Heartseeker, which will make your Soren better. So this is how I play this Narrow Sea event. There is of course luck involved, but you can increase your chances by just playing away the treasures that, well, if you don't need those treasures, I mean, first of all, of course you go for the ones that you need. Then you select those treasures and play those away that you know will not return anymore, like commanders, or these conversion of defense and health into attack. Those are the things that you can just play away. There's no point to select something which will just, let's say, do more cavalry damage if you're playing infantry, because the cavalry damage will go into 5 levels, and by just playing away level 1 you still won't be able to get the levels 2, 3, 4 and 5. So you don't want to have those. So really focus on playing those not away. Only do it if you have no option, and if there is a treasure, you can get those. You can get them and swap them with other players for treasure quests, but I usually try to avoid them. And if you see those naval supplies, always go for those, because these are the ones that will give you just more chances, and the more chances, the more chance that you will run into good luck.